Good evening, everyone. My name is Kiana Spearman, and I am the Vice President of the West Garfield Park Youth Center. And we believe that we are the solution to the violence in our community. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is sponsored by Fathers Who Care, which is a non-for-profit organization located on the west side of Chicago within the West Garfield Park Youth Council. Again, everyone, my name is Kiana Spearman, and I am the Vice President of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is comprised of 15 youth from our community whose focus and concern in youth leadership and voice within the community is in addressing the issues of the violence prevention. We invite people from all over, especially youth, to come in and see what we're all about. Our show will be scheduled every Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, that's every Thursday at 7 p.m. We would like to encourage calls from people watching to leave their questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060. Our show also can be viewed online at www.cantv.org/live. Again, that's www.org. CanTV. Okay. Well, everyone, I know you noticed this well-educated young woman sitting aside of me. Instead of me introducing her, I will let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Colette Carter. I am a mother of 11. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I run a program where I teach teenagers how to become entrepreneurs.
Would that be all? Thank you, Sister Colette Carter, for being a guest on tonight's show. Again, my name is Kiana Spearman, and I am the Vice President of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. You are watching a live interactive call-in television program brought to you on CanTV 20 on. During the next 25 minutes, we're going to discuss how to educate and empower our future young ladies. I invite all our viewers watching to call in with your questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060. Our phone lines are open. So today's topic is empowering young ladies and women. Okay, Sister Carter, I have a few questions for you. Who are you and what's your purpose for existing?
Again, I'm a mother of 11. I have my own business, so I'm an entrepreneur. I also teach entrepreneurship to teenagers within the community, within the Austin community. We also do that at Columbus Park as well with our teenage over there as well.
Okay, so can you tell our audience why are you so passionate in creating young entrepreneurs on the west side of Chicago?
Because I believe that if the teenagers have something other to do than be on the streets or have nothing to do, they'll be more apt to be successful. It'll also teach them value, financial value, self-worth value, give them self-esteem, and they'll have their own money to buy what they want.
And I also heard that you're an Eastern Star sister.
Yes.
Can you please let the audience know what that is?
Well, Eastern Star is actually a fraternal organization teach based on teachings of the Bible, but open to all different religions.
Right. Okay. Why should we unite to promote a safe and drug-free community?
Well, I definitely think that that's what our issue is in our community, drugs, gangs, and therefore what we want to do is we want to have an outlet for our youth, which is our future.
We would like to encourage calls from people watching to leave questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. How can we identify and address the senseless violence, mental health, trauma, and/or substance abuse needs among our young people?
We can start by talking to our youth, find out what their concerns are. I know with some of the youth that come in through our program, most of the time it's economics. There's kids are not financially stable, or they come from homes that are not financially stable. So they look at other outlets in ways of making money or things to consume their time.
When you say other outlets, what do you mean?
That's why they tend to hibernate in with other gangs or
Right.
a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing.
True. Well, I agree with what you said, but like the part when you saying you should talk to them. Some young people think that when older people are talking with them, they are talking at them. So by that being said, they'll think you're going in one ear and out the other because they're thinking you're talking at them and not trying to give them advice. So I think it should be like other. I mean, you should talk to them, but it should be other perspectives around that to get them to listen and hear you out.
Right, we have to do more than just that's why we have to collaborate.
Right.
Collaborate, like with you all, for instance, the youth Garfield Youth Council. That's a good way to interact because those are your peers.
Right.
So they'll be more apt to listen to you and what you have to say. Examples. We have to show them proof of the results of things.
I see we have a caller. We're going to take this call and then we'll get back to our conversation. Thank you for calling.
I wanted to know, do you have any programs for youth going on right now?
Well, actually, we do. We have the West Garfield Park Youth Council that is located at 4540 West Washington. The number there is 773-287-5821. Do you have any programs that you know about?
Yes, we also have a youth entrepreneur program that's located at 5846 West Madison and also 500 North Central at Columbus Park.
Okay. What is an entrepreneur and why should young people become actively involved in owning their own business?
We tend to value what we help create.
Right.
So if, for example, my daughter has her own business. Now, when I was shopping for her, she just spent my money willy-nilly.
Right.
But now when she makes her own money, she has to think about products that she may need in order to fill orders. And then she values her money. So she thinks about saving before spending.
Can you share with our viewing audience some of the programs and or services you know that have assisted young people from being victims or a part of a negative, violent lifestyle?
I definitely believe that your program, the Youth Council, helps children, youth, interact. When we give the teenagers something else, another outlet, that definitely prevents them from being involved in other things. It keeps them in a safe haven, if so to speak.
Okay. Speaking of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, we meet every Monday at 4540 West Washington from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. What's going on in the community that young people can become a part of that is fun, family-oriented, educational, and thought-provoking?
We have a lot of programs going on in the West Garfield area, the Austin area. We have park districts that have various programs going on from once kids get out of school. Park is open to 9 o'clock p.m. So they can go to any park. There are a lot of youth groups that have various programs. We have mentoring programs. I know the College Mentoring Experience is a program that's actually housed in our facility, which helps teenagers, mentor teenagers, you know, getting ready to go to college. We also expect to expand and partner up with different organizations so that we can also expand our program as well.
Again, we would like to encourage all calls from people watching to leave questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060. Do you have any questions you want to pose to the audience?
Yes. Well, I would like to know if there's anyone that's watching, do you have any youth, teenagers that have hobbies or different interests that may be interested in joining our program?
Thank you. What's going on in the community that young people can become a part of that is fun? I did that one. What are you currently working on to empower young people in the city of Chicago?
We are working to expand our program by visiting various schools and other organizations to see if we can actually recruit more teenagers to get involved.
So do you have like a age range for the teenagers, or it's
13 and above? The reason we picked 13 is because by the time they're 13, they at least have a hobby, something that they want to do.
We're encouraging calls from people watching all over to leave questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060. Okay. Okay. We're the West Garfield Park Youth Council. I am the Vice President. My name is Kiana Spearman. And we meet every Monday from 4:30 to 6:30 at 4540 West Washington. You can contact the office at 773-287-5821. Again, that's 773-287-5821. Don't want to eat it. Got some questions you want to ask me?
So, what made you first want to join the youth council?
Well, I joined maybe 2.5 years ago. Nope, 3. So what made me want to join was I came with a friend of mine, and she was showing me like the different things that they do, and I felt like that was something that young people were supposed to have been doing, other than going to school, coming back home, and then wake up do the same thing every day. So I felt that was an outlet to actually seeing like different, like the stuff that we see at our youth council, like the different elected officials. I felt that was an outlet as to me being I was in high school then, so that was like an outlet to me to help throughout school.
So with you doing that, did it give you started to experience other things?
Yes.
Right? Things that you wouldn't have normally experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I think about entrepreneurship. I think that it's an outlet. It's a way to have fun. I encourage young people, because everybody likes something. So I encourage people to take maybe your hobby, anything that's fun for you, and turn that passion into profits.
Okay, well, I heard you. Okay, so I heard you speaking on your daughter entrepreneurship. What does she actually do? What does she actually do?
She actually does tutus and T-shirts for kids. So that's actually her passion. She loves to service the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're in an expanding phase. She'll soon be opening up a kids spa where the kids get to just come and have fun.
Okay, we would like to encourage calls from people watching to leave questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060. How can we identify and address the senseless violence, mental health trauma, and or substance abuse needs among our young people?
Well, I think that for the substance abuse is definitely probably one of our biggest issues in our community. What we need to do is safe havens. Give them something to do. Again, I revert right back to entrepreneurship. I think that if our young men are out there either using or selling substances, if we were to give them something to do to replace the selling of substance, that would definitely be a different avenue.
Right.
That'll be, even if we were to say one kid, that'll be one less kid that we would have on the street. The power of youth is they spread the word.
Right.
So if you get a kid, you have a good program, and the kid go and get their friend, and they go and get their friend, look how many people we could save.
I agree. I think that's the reason why they should come out to our group, you know, because our group, we take on to a lot of that. So like when we have our groups on Mondays, we take on to like we talk about the different peer pressure in the community, or like the different stuff that teens are going through nowadays. So that'd be a good, like, I think our group is a good group. Now, I mean, there's other groups out here, but for the West Side, I think that we're a good group, and they should just come out and visit us. And that's 4540 West Washington. The number there is 773-287-5821. Again, that's 773-287-5821. We would like to encourage calls from people watching to leave questions and comments at 312-738-1060. What is an entrepreneur, and why should young people become actively involved in owning their own business?
To have fun, make their own money. I actually think that what you guys are doing is phenomenal. I think that we could probably partner up and do something to get more kids out so that they can actually see what you're doing, and make that a very large group on the West Side. I heard you say that you have between 1 to 15 kids that's actively involved. What would this group look like if it was 30, 45, 60 kids?
Right.
It's power in numbers. So I would be more than willing to help go out and bring kids over there on Mondays so that you could show them what you all are about, and maybe we can get more kids involved.
Can you share with our viewing audience some of the programs and or services you know that have assisted young people from becoming victims or a part of negative violent lifestyle?
I think that the program that we actually run through Columbus Park at 500 North Central would be one of the outlets that we use. We actually have children there from after school, from 3:30 up until now. We run various programs through there, dancing. We have baseball. We have basketball in the winter. We have football, soccer. So we have a lot of different sports, arts and craft. We also teach them, how to become leaders.
Right. Speaking, okay, so what's going on in the community that young people can become a part of?
West Garfield Park Youth Council. That's the number one thing that's going on. I think that we can get more kids involved in that. I think that when we're out in the community, people can see what we're doing in the community.
What's going on? And why are you currently working on what are you currently working on to empower young people in the city of Chicago?
We're working on leadership. Right now, we're working financial literacy. We want young people to be able to start their own business. We want to be able to show them how to start from the ground floor, and then work their way up, and then hopefully being able to expand their own business.
Why should we unite to promote a safe and drug-free community?
I think that we should unite to promote a safe and drug-free community to save our babies.
I agree. Okay. If you're just tuning in, our guest tonight on tonight's show is Sister Colette Carter, and we're discussing the topic of empowering young ladies and women. We would like to thank our viewers for watching and calling in. For additional information about our youth council, please contact us at 773-287-5821. Again, that's 773-287-5821. Thank you, and tune in next week, same time, same station, where the guests will be State Representative Camille Liddy and Janice from Loretta Hospital.